And we're going. Don't look at my fingers. I realize you can see my fingers. Let me share. Pull up the chat on your end too.
Hold on.
Why is this wet?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this kind of wet?
What?
My knitting needle case.
Hmm.
Okay. Here's my chart guide. Nobody's here yet. Oh, never mind. Lemmy's here. Hi, Lemmy. I just got banned off of Discord because someone falsely reported me. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's see. Scissors. Go there. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Let's see. This is what we're gonna work on today. I tried talking to the support guy, but he couldn't even help me in time before I was banned. Oh, dang. That really sucks. That really sucks. Why is my bitrate bad? How do I make my bitrate higher? Nolan. Nolan. Hello? Nolan? Okay. This is what we're working on. I think Nolan died, unfortunately. Nolan, did you perish and die? I think he perished and died. Okay. So what's the lovely Lily knitting today? So this is gonna be a cardigan. And it's cable knit, so that's when you get all of these like traveling lines and stuff, or just like this kind of pattern is also cable knitting. And this is the back, so this is, you can kind of see, let me try to show it. So you can kind of see down here this U shape. That's gonna be the neck, and this is the back. So these are the shoulders, and this is the neck, and so we're knitting down from there. And as you can see, I've already done a big chunk of it, but we need to get, where is it? We need to get 7 inches down past this marker right here. And right now we are almost at 2 inches. So, wait, is that 2 inches? Let's see. I have my little knitting notions in here. And I have my little tape measure. If I can. Yeah, about 1.5 inches. We're at about 1.5 inches, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Nolan, it should be here, but I don't know where he went, unfortunately. We need that. And I think that's all we need from in here. We'll just set that aside for now. So we have this, and then we have our chart key. So this is just the key for the chart. And then let me pull up the pattern on my phone. Also, I got a new phone case. Opinions on yesterday's Nintendo Direct. It was awesome. It was very exciting. Okay. So this is kind of what the chart looks like. And you can kind of see, come on. There's a bunch of different little squares. So that's what this is for. This tells us what each of those little squares means. And then we follow that, and then we get this. I tried to log back in, but for some reason I can't even get back on. Ooh, might have to wait for a few days, yeah. Mario Kart is now $90 physical. That's unfortunate. Nolan, are you here?
Yeah.
Have you been here?
Yeah.
I was talking to you.
I know.
What's up with that?
I am locked in right now.
Okay, well that was really mean of you to ignore me.
I'm locked in.
But you're here.
I'm locked in.
You
So
agreed
let
to
me be
here.
locked in.
You agreed to be
I know,
here.
but I'm locked in. I know, but I'm locked in.
On what?
On this. On life. Locked in on life.
Whatever. Okay. And then I made a note. I left off on row 5. So we're going to start on row 5.
Blue Roundabout says, that looks so intricate.
Thank you. This is what I'm making a video about. I'm making a video about this cardigan, and I knit all pretty much like up to here in like a week or 2, and then I stopped knitting and I started playing a lot of Elden Ring. So I'm going back to it because I need to finish it because I want to make this video. New Kirby's Air Ride is hype. Nolan was excited about that. That knitting reminds me of Minecraft. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna pull up our chart. Hi, Speedy. And we move this mouse. We're gonna put our chart right here. And we're gonna get knitting. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, and I believe that's a slip, slip, knit. Slip, slip, knit. And then a knit, and then a K2 tog. And then a yarn over, and then I gotta move my chart. But yeah, the Nintendo Direct was interesting. There was a lot of new things, a lot of returning things. Oh, did I? My Sonic plush collecting is going slowly now since I'm on my Spider-Man phase, so I'm buying Spider-Man cosplays now. Dang, I ordered a PS4 and Rivals suit already.
Why not just get a PS5?
Because a PS5 is expensive.
Yeah, but it'll be worth it. It would be worth it, though. Oh, no.
I also have
I need to
another
stop
project I could work on as well. Since when was Nolan there? Go back to work, Nolis.
Well, I am doing stuff right now.
Yeah, I said, do you
I'm
want to join
busy.
my stream? And he said yes. And then he ignored me for like 10 minutes. I literally thought he was gone.
I was just locked in. I'm 3D modeling a car.
This is when we get to our first cable, which is exciting.
Have you seen the car? Have I shown you the car?
Yes, remember? Because I said it looked like the worm apple.
Oh, right. You thought it looked like the Wormmobile.
We take
That's so messed
two
up.
stitches off, and we hold them to the back. And then we knit one. Oh. And then we put the stitches
This is
back
sick.
on the other needle. And then we knit those 2 stitches. And then we do kind of a similar thing. I need short video.
I need short video ideas since I'm taking a break from Voyager. I don't know what to do with story.
You're turning into Nolan.
What? No. I know what to do with my show story.
I just mean taking a break from your main series to...
But not really, though.
Well, not anymore.
You're a liar. You're a dirty liar. Trying to call me lazy. It's messed up.
I need to
Really
scoot
messed up.
forward. Also, these are all my friends. I do have more friends, but these are my friends right now. Let me know if you want a friend tour. Okay, and then this one is, how many is that? 3, so it's one of these. So 1 stitch on the cable needle, hold to the back, K2, and then P1. And then Pearl 3. So we basically just moved. Is PMS rare? Speedy,
Like,
do you know what PMS?
no, he's talking about a Sonic toy. Yeah, PMS. The PMS Sonic plushies are kind of rare now. They're old, and they're only in claw machines in Europe. So they're definitely harder to find in America. I'd bet that they're probably easier to find in the UK. But for Americans, yeah. Rare. I'd say rare.
Oh my gosh.
What is that? What am I hearing? Is that what I think it is?
Yes.
Okay.
So look, you can see we just made these crossover like that, and that's kind of what creates the interesting look.
There's a PMS Amy going for $10. Did I bid for it? Yeah. I mean, if you want one. Otherwise, maybe not. But if you want it, I'd say do it.
But I thought you were into Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait. What happened? What happened to the spider phase?
Yeah, what happened about Spider-Man?
Yeah, true. Didn't even think of that. Well, that was a pretty short-lived spider phase right there. It's all right. Spider-Man's stupid anyway.
That's so not true.
Everyone knows Sonic is better, so. Oh, it is true, actually. Because I said.
Look how cool that looks. The back doesn't look as cool, by the way. That's how you know it's the back, because it doesn't look as cool.
Go.
So what is the car for? You never explained to me what the car is for.
Mostly practice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Although it could be used in like the background if I'm ever doing like city shots and stuff.
Yeah.
And I could make it different colors. And I could
Do a pink one.
I could do a pink one. I could do a red one. I could do a blue one. I could do a stink one. I could do a poop one. I could do a
P1.
P1.
Hi, All-Star. Hello, I'm in a state of excitement and frustration. How come? Switch to? Oh. I see. I will say I am excited about the Wind Waker and GameCube stuff, but I am upset that it is, like, if I wanted to play Wind Waker on the Switch, I have to pay yearly for it. I kind of wish they just did a full independent port to the Switch. but it is what it is. I'm just glad that we're getting it. Okay, and there's that row done. And as you can see, it didn't make a lot of difference, but it's there. I see that, although that's the least of my worries. That's fair. I mean, I understand that. I mean, you guys are much more just into those games than I am. For me, that's like not all I cared about, but like that was the biggest thing for me. But I'm also a normie when it comes to Switch stuff, honestly.
Yeah, you're such a normie.
I am kind of a normie.
Yeah. You're just a dumb normie.
I want Smash 6 or Ultimate Deluxe. I am kind of surprised that they didn't announce bigger things like that for the Switch 2, because I mean, when the Switch 1 came out, you got like Breath of the Wild, the new Mario Kart, the new Smash Bros, you know, all the different stuff. Although I do think it is kind of fitting that with the sequel to the Switch, you're mostly just getting sequels and extensions of the games that we already know. If that makes sense. That might not make sense.
That makes no freaking sense.
Whatever.
What even is this girl talking about? That makes no freaking sense.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited. This is looking so cool. I just have to do this. Let's see. So I'd have to do this back panel, the 2 front panels, so that's 3, and then the 2 sleeves, so 5 times. So I have to do this 4.5 more times. Great. It'll be awesome. Oh, and then this is what the sides look like. I think they look really cool. Sometimes I look at this and I'm like, dang, I made that. I literally made that. I'm beyond annoyed that Mario Kart is $80. I'm excited for everything else. I'm even okay with the console being $450, but the Mario Kart price, oof. I understand. That's understandable. Yeah, I was talking to Nolan about it. I think it makes sense that the console is the price that it is if it like runs the way that it claims to run. If it's like gonna be a more advanced system than the Switch is, like technology wise. But the games being that much, like, I don't know, $80 for Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 edition, $70 for Breath of the Wild. Like, those games already exist. Those are games that already exist on the Nintendo Switch. They don't need to be... I don't know. It is very frustrating, though. I'm gonna move this.
Okay.
But you know what? It's all okay. Because our friend here is here. He's here. And he would want us to be happy. Just look at him. Just look at him. Nolan, are you looking at him? Nolan, are you looking at him?
No. What am I looking at? Oh, hi, Big.
Whatever you're making looks fantastic, though. Thank you. It's going to be a cardigan. I'm making a video on this one, and it's just taking me absolutely forever. Hello? Nolan's in here now.
Well, you have that guy, but I have this guy. This is my guy. This is my new guy. This is my cool guy that I got. This is my cool guy. He needs a bath.
He does need a bath.
I'm gonna go give him a bath.
Right now?
Yeah.
No, don't do that right now. We're streaming.
I'm not streaming. You're streaming.
But I want you to be here with me. And he also has... This is a bit of an issue. But I can fix that. And I can try to fix his mouth. Was he fixed? He needs to be fixed.
Here, can you give him back, please?
No, he's mine now.
No, he's mine. Look, he's mine. Yeah.
He looks normal. What does that mean?
I don't know. I think he's saying because the 2024 one doesn't look normal.
Oh. Since when did you buy one? He got it a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
But I have this. I have a Minecraft potion.
Oh, who cares about their Minecraft potion? Who cares about the Minecraft potion? Because I bet you don't have this.
Girl, we already seen him.
I bet you don't have this. I bet she doesn't have that.
Okay, but I have cinema roll on a surfboard.
That's great.
Look at
Oh,
it.
he is cute though.
He's on a surfboard.
He's cute though.
Speedy, you greedy gremlin. Keep your hands away from Nolan's stuff. Girl.
I'm gonna use him in videos and stuff. He's gonna be the Tails. I'm not gonna use the 2007 one. Look at all these. Why do you have candies?
You can take them. I
Why
had
do you
them.
have candies
I had them
here?
from a few nights ago, and I didn't end up eating them.
Why do you have candies? Are you candies?
I am candies.
Candies. Candies.
Yeah, they're candies.
Candies. Hot take. I'm not excited for the new Donkey Kong game.
Why not? I thought you were.
No. Not anymore. I was at first, but now I'm not.
Ever since you learned that it's
Weird.
how's it weird?
It's weird because what they did basically is they took the Donkey Kong that Rare reinvented with the Donkey Kong Country games. That's like Donkey Kong's whole identity now is Donkey Kong Country ever since 1994, right? And they introduced Diddy Kong. They introduced the Kremlings, which are like the main bad guys. And all the characters are gone in this new game. He's wearing pants, which is fine. I don't really give a crap about the pants. But they like gentrified Donkey Kong, and it looks like Mario Odyssey. And I hate Mario Odyssey, and it's like they made a Donkey Kong version of Mario Odyssey. And I think it's being developed by that team. And it's just...
Isn't Mario...
It's not Donkey Kong.
Isn't Mario Odyssey the one that I played where you can be the frog?
Yes.
See, I loved that.
Yeah, but you played it for like 10 minutes.
The new design looks fine, but the game looks boring.
No, I love the new model. I think he looks awesome. I don't care about that. I just care that, like, Diddy Kong's gone. All the Kongs are gone. Although Cranky is in the game at some point. Great, who cares? And it's really generic. You have, like, a new little buddy that's, like, Cappy. And that's dumb. Where's Diddy? Where's Diddy?
In Mario Kart 2,
why
where's
are they
Diddy?
in like a weird alien world? Why is everything rock? It's just boring. It's generic and boring, and it's not Donkey Kong. I just want a 3D Donkey Kong Country. That would have been sick as hell, but they're never going to do that because Miyamoto hates Donkey Kong Country.
How do I fix my bitrate?
Are frames dropping?
Well, no, it says this.
We recommend that you use a stream. Well, you change it to what it says.
But where do I change that?
Settings.
In here?
Yes.
Settings. Output.
No, stream.
Bitrate.
Oh. Yeah.
And it wants me to do 68?
Dude, yeah, why was your bitrate so low?
I don't know, somebody else was messing with my thing.
No, I didn't do that.
I just said somebody else. I didn't say you did.
Then, well, that implies me.
Hopefully that fixes it.
Hello, Mr. Bones.
Like the Longs and Diddy aren't canon anymore?
I never said they weren't canon. They clearly are.
They're just not there.
They're just not in the game, and that's stupid. All of like the interest, like all of Donkey Kong's identity for like 30 years has been removed for some reason for this new game, and it looks generic and not so great.
Allstar says, I think the game looks fun. I'm gonna go crazy destroying everything.
That's the one thing that I really do like is the terrain destruction, and also Donkey Kong's movement looks really fun too. Like the controls and stuff, and the game itself look really nice. It's everything else that really ticks me off.
Well, and then also, I said it earlier, Diddy Kong isn't in Mario Kart either.
Yeah,
Do they
he's not
hate
in Mario
him now?
Kart either. What are they doing with Diddy Kong?
Is he in Mario Party still?
Did they take him out behind,
I don't
in the
think
back
he's ever
and
in
shoot
Mario
him?
Party. Was he ever in Mario Party?
No, I don't think so.
Diddy got canceled.
He did.
He did. This is true. This is very true.
Just bring back the other characters. Yeah, I'm sure the game will be fun. It's just, it doesn't seem like Donkey Kong.
Where are the barrels?
Where are the barrels? Where are the bananas? Where's the jungle?
Where's the bananas?
the bananas?
Where's the bananas? That's the in-universe explanation.
Where's Rambi? Where's Dixie Kong? Where's Funky Kong?
Are you just gonna come sit by me?
For a minute.
Here, let me move my microphone so they can hear you better.
You don't need to do that. I'm right here. You don't need to do that.
No, I'm gonna do it just for you. There we go. There we go.
The bananas are everywhere, but they're not the same. They're not the same. They changed, man. They changed.
Bananas changed. They're like green now. They're green bananas. They're not ripe yet.
Yeah, they're yucky bananas.
They're green and brown bananas.
Yeah.
You know what we should do later?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say play Lego Star Wars, but
Oh, we could do that.
no, you already said no.
No, I said I
No,
don't.
you already said no.
You know what I said no to? You said, do you know what I want to do later? And I said no, because I don't know what you want to do later. I didn't say, no, do not tell me. But of course, part of me thinks you never actually wanted to play it in the first place, and you're just trying to make me feel bad.
No,
Yes.
that's not true.
Mm-hmm. Because you're evil like that.
I'm not evil.
Yeah, you are. You're more evil than Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong is a monkey.
Yes. Yes, he is. The great observation there.
Thank you.
But yeah, Kirby Air Ride looks awesome. I can't wait.
Is that like a thing that already existed?
Yes. So the first one, it was the only one, came out on the GameCube, and it's like a cult classic racing game. Yeah. I've never played it, and I don't own it, and I've always wanted to play it, so...
I really hope Retro makes another 2D game after they're done with Prime 4. Tropical Freeze
too.
is so good.
I hope they at least, finish the Returns trilogy. I think that would be sick. And maybe finally bring back K-Rool?
And I'm actually really excited for Bloodborne 2. I mean, Dusk Bloods.
Dusk Bloods, yeah. I knew you would be.
I know, it looks awesome.
Well, I remember you were like, I'm never going to play another Dark Souls game. I just like
Well,
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring isn't a Dark Souls game.
Yes, it is.
No, it's a FromSoft game.
No, it's a Souls-like.
It does not take place in the Souls universe.
Yes, but it's the same exact game. If you went back and played like Dark Souls 3, it's the same exact experience. Just there's no horse.
I like the horse.
And it's not...
And I might get Elden Ring Tarnished Edition just so I can customize the horse.
Yeah, you would. I just bought a 2012 Shadow for $20 on a site I've never heard of called European Energy Innovation. Well, I hope you didn't get scammed. That would stink. That would really, really stink. That would really, really suck and really, really stink. The site looked off, but I gave it my card. And okay, well, good luck with that.
Good luck.
Good luck with that, man.
That's an obvious speedy troll.
Yeah. Obvious speedy freaking troll.
I'm just knitting away.
I need to go. I need to go.
Where are you going?
I need to leave.
Why?
Because...
Okay, what the hell?
I'll be back on my computer.
Okay, good. Let me finish this section, and then I can move my shit around back where it goes. Okay. Okay. These are my friends, by the way. These are all from blind boxes I got. There's this one. She's very pretty. She's very cute. And then, there's this one. Oh, there's an earring. Don't look at my earrings. There's this one. And then there's this one. And then this one. Oh, her stuff comes off. And then I've got another one over here. It's a ballerina. They're very cute. They're very, very cute. And I don't know where Nolan went, but he's not back like he said he was gonna be. It's okay. We just keep knitting. I don't know how I feel about the like add-ons that they're doing for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I think they just wanted a reason for people to buy the games again. 'Cause it didn't really add too much to anything, in my opinion. The navigation is kind of silly. There's a mini map. I feel like if you need navigation for that game, then you have different problems. I'm like DK getting a bunch of new villains instead of like I read that wrong. I'm like DK getting a bunch of new villains instead of it just being K. Rool all the time. I think it means I like. But it would be nice.
I'm not.
It'd be nice to
I don't
see
have a
him
problem
back
with original villains. I don't
after
have any
so long.
problem with original villains. It's just that K. Rool hasn't actually been a villain since 64. And like especially after being in Smash Ultimate and being like having like such a cool presence there, it just seems weird that they haven't like tried actually bringing him back cuz clearly there was a lot of interest in the character. I don't know. I don't know.
Knitting at my desk is such a weird. It's weird. I'm not used to like knitting with my arms up like this.
Get used to it.
I don't think I
Get
will.
freaking used to it.
When's the next upload? For who? For me, not for a few months. I've got to finish this cardigan. But I actually do have another video idea in my mind, so I might make that. But for Nolan, you'd have to ask him.
I don't know.
I have like kind of 3 video ideas in my head right now. I have this one, which I'm like actively working on, which is knitting this cable knit cardigan. And then I have a video essay idea, and then I have the Eggman scarf that I need to actually start working on soon. I need to start planning that out because it's gonna be a huge one. Dang. I've got a lot of stuff I need to do. I'm very excited for Final Fantasy VII Remake to come over so I can buy it a 3rd time. I wonder how much Elden Ring is gonna be. Like, I wonder how much Tarnished Edition is gonna be. If it's gonna be the same price or more than the Steam version. I pirate my games on my small laptop.
Wow.
Nice.
Why'd you do him like that?
What do you
You
mean?
gave him the nerd voice.
It just felt fitting. I don't know why. Like a good U.S. citizen. I do not sound like that. I know you don't sound like that. I was joking, okay? It was a joke. Oh, Nolan, can I have a constructive criticism on the wedding video, please? If you've watched it, if you have seen it, save it for a stream, please. Oh, I think he means if you haven't seen it, save it for a stream.
I have seen it, but I'll have to watch it again. I was only half paying attention when I watched it.
Because he was probably 3D modeling.
I was. How do you know?
Because that's all you do these days. You don't work on videos anymore. You just 3D model and claim it's for a video.
I've been storyboarding too. I've been storyboarding and 3D modeling and doing audio mixing, editing stuff. So do not get at me like that.
Well, what did you think from your half attention span?
I really don't remember what I thought about it. That's why I said I have to watch it again.
Nolan has the memory of a goldfish on Ambien.
Yeah. Macarena, dun 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 dun, Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Wait, why wasn't I allowed to watch Tales? I already forgot.
Because I
Why did
wanted
you say
to
I
be
couldn't watch
here.
Tales? Oh, that's so mean. You're so mean to me. You're so mean.
So what if I mean?
Hey.
I should make Sonic
Macarena.
versus the elderly home, not gonna lie. That might be funny.
What? No, don't do that. Sonic would never.
I tried putting on Sonic music in the background.
Yeah?
I don't think I like it.
Well, what music is it? Is it just a random playlist?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what kind of music do you like?
I'm gonna put on this Nintendo playlist of funky game jams.
Freaking game jams.
No, funky.
Freaking.
Okay. He attacks them because he hates how they knit so much in their old age activities. Okay.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do that.
Okay, but what the hell? It's not an old person.
That's so out of character.
Knitting is not an old person activity. Okay, why
Yes,
do
it
I
is.
knit? I'm not old.
Because you're old. You're an old soul.
No, I'm not. So what? I had a cataract surgery when I was 6 years old. That doesn't mean anything.
Literally, that means everything.
Literally.
Literally.
So he attacks them with the power of friendship. Old Lily, old Lily. No! Okay. I like this music much better.
It's because you're lame. It's because you're not cool.
Whatever.
It's 'cause you're stupid.
Whatever, says the one with the Snoopy shirt on.
Dude, do not diss my Snoopy shirt, bro. Bruh, do not diss my Snoopy shirt. Bruh, do not diss my Doopy shirt. Do not diss Doopy like that, dude.
I'm gonna do Doopy like that.
Do not do Doopy. That's messed up.
I'm not gonna do Doopy. I'm just gonna do
not
him
do
like
my
that.
Doopy like that. Stop doing my Doopy like that, dude. Okay, so I don't know. Is Speedy still here? I'm watching the video right now, and the whole segment where Amy is like celebrating at the beginning because she got Sonic to say yes is way too fucking long. I'm bored out of my mind watching this. Holy shit. Also, never, ever, ever, ever use Natonic for like texting again. Half the messages he sent you in character was like saying liberal sissy. That shit is so obviously him, and why even? Why even? I don't even understand. Why? But yeah, this segment is too long. Too long and boring. I'm bored out of my mind. I'm gonna skip ahead.
Gotta pop my knuckles after that, bro. I am like an old lady, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
It's looking good though. I think I'm gonna knit on my other project.
Also, why does Amy sound like AI? I know she's not, but the voice actor you got sounds like not human.
This is my break
Sorry.
project. This is what I knit when I need a break from my cardigan. But I still want to knit. It's a brioche scarf. And it's going to be lots of different colors. It is quite like a brioche bun.
Also, why is Tails like forcing Sonic to go through with this wedding when Sonic doesn't want to do it? That's so out of character for him.
Is the video just about them having a wedding?
Mm-hmm. I don't even think he's here, so I'm gonna quit watching this. Do 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 do.
I don't think this is gonna be a very long stream. I just wanted to stream for a little bit. I think I might end it at like an hour and a half.
When I leave for work, you're gonna be live this whole time?
Maybe not then. Maybe I'll end it here soon.
I'm not saying you have to. If you want to keep streaming, keep streaming. Maybe like take a break and play a game for a little bit.
But if I play a game, I'll play Elden Ring, and nobody wants to watch me play Elden Ring.
Then don't play Elden Ring.
But I want to play Elden Ring.
Don't.
I kind of just want to keep knitting. But I don't think I'll stream it this whole time. Hi Lily, I see you're getting close to 100 subs. I sure am. I'm at, I think, 91 right now.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I'm gonna trim these. Nolan and I do have an idea for something to do on the 11th of this month. Which I think Speedy would be excited for. We're getting there. We're getting there. So what are you making? This is going to be a scarf at some point. This is kind of my break project from this bigger project. This is going to be a cardigan. This is the back of the cardigan right now. I'm making it for a video. And it's a cable knit, which is what all this is when it moves the stitches around and stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be for a video. So, but I'm just taking a break from that because that takes a lot of brain power, and I'm just knitting this. But I think I'm gonna end stream here pretty soon. Because I've been streaming for like an hour, and knitting hurts my hands a lot because it's a lot of repetitive motion, and it's good to take breaks from knitting. So I might not continue.
You don't need to make it. You don't need to explain why you're gonna end stream.
Oh no, that's just real.
No, I know, but you don't need to do that.
I know, but I was just saying. I like sharing.
Don't share. No sharing.
Oh.
No sharing allowed.
No sharing.
No.
Okay. Well. On that note. Why is Amazon confusing when buying stuff? What's confusing about it?
Speedy, you missed the part when I was giving you criticism on the video.
Go watch the
No,
stream
no,
back.
no. No, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Don't go back.
Okay.
It'll be difficult to find anyway, because it was only for a minute.
Okay.
But you missed it.
What's as if we
What's
know the
times?
timestamp?
Who knows? Who knows? All I was saying was the segment where Amy is celebrating that Sonic said yes that went on way too long and I got bored watching it. And then also Tails is really out of character the whole video.
And
But
also,
everything else is fine.
No, also don't get Natonic to.
Oh right, and the texting Natonic as the characters, that was so weird. That was so weird. How is Tails out of character? Tails would never, ever, ever, ever force Sonic to get married to Amy unless he had like a reason. But there is no reason. He was like telling Sonic that he has to go through with this marriage that he doesn't want to do. That's not Tails. That's not Tails. That's a different character. That's males. That's not Tails. That's males.
He says, I was texting Blue Dude. It was funny because we were joking.
Well, I don't know.
No. Calling somebody a sissy is not very nice.
No, I just thought it was Natonic because half the texts were liberal, sissy, liberal. And I was like, oh, it's obviously Natonic. I don't know. It's like confusing because it's not even in character. It's just text messages to Blue Dude. It doesn't even seem like it's Amy and another character texting. You know what I mean? That's whatever. It's fine. But no, I thought it was. I was like, oh, thumbs down because I thought it was Natonic. Texting Natonic.
Okay. Well, on that note.
On that note, bye.
On that note, I'm gonna end stream. Someone didn't read the credits. We were just making Cream a woke character.
Cream a woke character. That's Cream? Yeah, see, that's out of character.
And why does she need to be woke?
Also, if she's woke, then why would she be calling Amy a liberal sissy? I don't think you guys know what you're talking about. But it's okay. It's fine. I just thought that it was like confusing and not very funny. That's all. That's all. That was my criticism. But mostly the beginning part where Amy's celebrating was boring and went on way too long, and Tails was really out of character. But everything else was fine. I was good.
Ask Blue Dude.
Actually, I thought you were good as Sonic in the video. I thought you were pretty good. So.
Also,
yeah.
Speedy, you shouldn't have to have somebody ask somebody else for an explanation about your video.
Yeah, that's true. It is your video. How about the ending? I didn't watch the ending. Because you weren't here, so I stopped watching it. Okay, end stream, Lily. End stream.
Okay, I'm going now. Okay, I might stream later. I don't know. I might play
abort the
games.
mission. Abort the
I might
mission.
play some
End
games.
the stream.
Who knows? Okay.
Press the end button.
Okay, bye. Goodbye.